they're upset that your paths were guided away from each other. Please scroll on if this doesn't resonate. This was someone who was really removed from your path after you were their rock for a while. I know this was someone who, the removal may have been painful, but after a certain period of time, you realized it was necessary. Like, it may not even have been initiated by you, but at a certain point, you realize it should have been. They're thinking of you. I think there's some thinking of each other here, holding you back. That's what I'm saying. When they think of you, they don't realize this at all. They think, why did I push this person away? But you, most likely, maybe not, this doesn't have to resonate for everybody, but some of you think, I'm so grateful I pushed that person away, or that they pushed me away, or how I hide my true feelings and I lied to protect your feelings. That's what happened when you were with them, like from you to them. They don't realize how much of yourself you had to hold back, protect them from, if you want to call it that. Like, you just couldn't be yourself with them because they couldn't have handled it. Like, you had to make yourself small. I've been getting this kind of reading coming through a lot. You didn't see it that way at the time, but I'm telling you, that's what it was. Maybe some of you are even afraid to think of it that way because you feel like it's self-aggrandizing, or you feel like it's too narcissistic. No, I'm telling you, like, that's the truth. They were holding you back. You saw through me. See, you saw them for what they were. You were both an important lesson for each other. Never felt like this before. I'm really telling you, okay, cried over you. It's been mutual at times. They held back for reasons beyond their control. That was mutual as well, but I got holding you back and held back. Yeah. Again, that goes back to this, like, this was someone you had to hold back from. Because they just couldn't see, they couldn't understand. They just weren't emotionally mature, really. Feels like you always slip away. You're their angel, and I know I fumbled the bag. They're really having a hard time understanding what even went wrong. That's what they're analyzing right now. Like, if you've heard from them, that is the reason, most likely. That's what this message is about. Let me get some cards about how you should respond. Really, I'm just here to confirm your intuition. You're a lighthouse, and the pain is temporary, but worth it. Whatever lesson you went through was worth it, and they're coming back to you because you're a lighthouse. They've been in some pain, too. They've been in some pain, but you don't have to let them put you through more pain. You don't have to let them take more, because they took a lot. And I'm telling you, if this is for you, it's because you've realized later you passed the test. Yeah. That was what you had to realize, because it could have been a very painful separation. I know that's happened to me before, where sometimes you don't realize, oh gosh, until it's over, until someone else ends it. You don't realize, wait a minute, this is what I wanted all along. What was I fighting this for? I mean, it really didn't take me long at all, because the other person wanted to come back. And no, by then it was like, it's over. Speaks of truth and love, faith over fear, run the race. You know, I'm getting reminded of that because this is for you. That's probably what happened here. And I do think they're coming back in for a conversation completely clueless, just clueless. And because here's the thing, there was a trauma bond here as well. That's what it really was, and I see that now. I didn't even know what that was until, gosh, social media has made us share so much information, you know. But trauma bond, like you maybe got addicted to taking care of the person. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's happened to me. That's why, like, now it's crazy, because I look back and I'm like, it's maturity. Maturity happens, or, you know, you just change over time. But I look back on it a few times in my life, and I'm like, why was I, like, addicted to taking care of that person when they were not good to me at all? But there was something in me that becomes addicted. Well, then after you get away from that person and you start to realize who you are, you stop spending your entire life. Your life isn't centered around that person's needs, that person's chaos, that person's drama. And suddenly you realize, wait a minute, life feels good again. What was I doing there? What was going on? What kind of daydream was this? What kind of spell was on me that is now broken? That's what I'm getting here. You are witty. Okay. I'm so glad this came out. You are aware of your purpose, and you make your own decisions. Oh gosh. I love it when cards come out a few times in a row, because this one I really didn't see for a long time. And I think it came out in the reading yesterday that this is totally reminding me of that. This was someone who your decisions, it was so codependent and so toxic. You didn't realize how toxic. So codependent that you just didn't realize how many of your decisions revolved around this person. And that's what they really miss. They miss that, but it stressed you out, because I know, I get it. Some of us are like this. It's okay if you have to dance with your words around this. Okay, speak the truth in love. You know what to say. That's what this means. Like, you are clever. You may have to have an unavoidable conversation with this person for legal reasons or something. You're fine. Just, you are witty. Let your words guide you. Let it be a fun conversation. There's no reason why it has to be so dreary, but you also don't have to pick up where you left off, you know? But I do think this person's trying to lure you back in. I don't think you're having it, though. And when I say I don't think, like, people take that to mean I'm not real confident. No, when I say I think, I really mean I know. Because that's how it goes for me. But anyway, that's also my way of saying it's not going to resonate for everybody. But anyway, for some of you, definitely, this person misses you wrapping your whole life around them. They don't realize what it took out of you because you hid your pain. You really did, and the pain was temporary but worth it, because, you know, this is someone who taught you that you cannot bend over backward again like this. I've been through this. Actually, I hate to say I've been through it more than once. I had to, some of us are hard-headed and, you know, guided with, honestly, we go through lives, a lot of us go through lives guided by people who make us feel guilty. Yeah, people who, you got to understand, okay, I'm thinking of a few people now who, they do not care what you give up for them. They do not care. They don't even see it. When it's over, all they'll do is paint a false narrative to make them feel better about themselves, to justify it, because other people see it, and it's kind of obvious, but they have to say something to justify it. Well, you were mean to me, or you did this, or you did that, and it's like, wait a minute, you know, why was I mean to you? Was it because I was taking care of you 18 hours a day with hardly time to even brush my teeth? You know, is that why suddenly my nerves were on edge? You know what I'm saying? Like, some of you know exactly what I mean. If you're in a situation where you're getting angry and you're anxious, or somebody's really triggering you constantly, let's manifest a new situation for you. You don't have to be in that, okay? Let's manifest that you are aware of your purpose and that you're out of it. If you're in some kind of situation where somebody is just making you miserable like this, no more. I send this to you, this healing energy, because I've been through it before. It can happen for me, it can happen for you. Let's manifest that you are out of that situation, and that you are in a situation that is peaceful. I know some of you think, well, it's not possible. Yes, it is. I don't care what kind of situation you're in, what kind of marriage, what kind of bad relationship, bad job. Your situation can change in a blink of an eye. That's when you start to really believe in this spiritual simulation we live in, because I'm telling you, it's happened to me. I've had things change so fast, and you just got to have hope. It takes hope. It takes imagining that it can be over. Think about it this way. Let's just take the Bible from a spiritual perspective, Gnostic perspective, or however you want to look at it. I'm not going to knock however you want to look at it. You know how the Bible says to be absent from the body is to be present from the Lord? And you know how a lot of people take that to mean even going to sleep at night, astral projection, or, you know, people who've had these out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences. Oh my gosh. Some of those are just insane. But then some of us go through things where we're guided. Like, I've just seen too much. What I'm trying to get back to is this. Your life can change just as fast as going to sleep and falling into a dreamlike state. Or just think about how fast a person who had that near-death experience I'm not trying to speak evil into your life. I'm just going to say things can change fast. And it may not be an accident. I mean, you could be sitting at work. I mean, I've heard the weirdest things. If it's your time, it's your time. People just sitting at work have a brain tumor. I'm not trying to speak this. This is not happening for anybody here. I'm just saying, the point I'm trying to make is, do you realize how quickly your life can change? That's why you don't want to get so mired in all the things of this world. I know it's easy to think that if you go to sleep, all you were doing was dreaming, right? Well, what if you never woke up? A lot of people don't wake up, and they wake up somewhere else. Or, okay, I know I'm getting out there. The point I'm trying to make is this. Your life can change that fast. Don't underestimate God. Don't underestimate your divine creator. I've had it happen to me. I've been in situations I didn't think I'd ever get out of. And I got out. Okay? You don't have to let anybody drain you. You don't have to live your life wrapped around somebody else in some kind of codependent nightmare where you end up a shell of yourself. You deserve better than that. And if it's happening for you, I manifest that it is no more. That you have learned from this. You're gone. You don't have to ever go back to this again. You are aware of your purpose. You are witty. And also, you make your own decisions. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.